welcome to our podcast show. We will be face to face with a historical figure from beyond the veil. Tonight we're uncovering how our guest became a turning point in the human story. For the next 10 minutes, we will reflect on the echo's history. You fill up my senses, like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain. He sang of country roads, of sunshine on his shoulders, and of a world worth saving. A troubadour of the earth, a voice for peace and a soul forever searching for home. Tonight, we summon the spirit of Johndenver, musician, activist, and poet of the natural world for a 10-minute conversation that bridges melody and memory. Through his words, his music, and his mission, we explore the heart of a man who believed that love, nature, and song could heal the world. He didn't just sing, he captivated us with his voice and humility. Here is a timeline of the main events in the life of Johndenver. We will turn the pages of history and invite Johndenver to our studio. He was more than a singer. He was a voice for the earth, a poet of the skies, and a soul who believed that music could heal us. He gave us melodies that felt like home, songs that celebrated nature, love and the quiet wisdom of everyday life. But behind the gentle guitar and golden voice was a man deeply committed to environmental stewardship, humanitarian causes, and spiritual reflection. Welcome, John. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Hello, Framir. Thank you for inviting me to the podcast show.
Here is the first question from our audience. John, what does music mean to you at its core?
Music is the purest form of communication. It's how I express love, sorrow, hope, and the beauty I see in the world. It's my way of reaching people's hearts without barriers.
Your songs often celebrate nature. Where does that deep connection come from?
I grew up surrounded by the vastness of America's landscapes. Nature gave me peace, clarity, and purpose. It's not just scenery, it's sacred. That's why I fought so hard to protect it.
You were a passionate environmental activist. What drove that commitment?
The earth is our home, and we've treated it recklessly. I believed, and still do, that we must be stewards, not owners. My activism came from love, not politics.
Take Me Home, Country Roads became an anthem. What inspired that song?
It was a longing for belonging, even though I wasn't from West Virginia. The song captured a universal yearning for home, for roots, for a place that feels like your soul fits.
You've spoken about loneliness. How did you cope with it?
Loneliness is part of being human. I found solace in songwriting and flying in nature, and in knowing that through my music I was never truly alone.
You were rejected from We Are the World. Did that affect you?
It hurt. I thought my values aligned with that message, but I learned that even good intentions can be misunderstood. I kept singing my truth anyway.
What role does spirituality play in your life and music?
Spirituality is the thread that connects everything: love, nature, music, humanity. I never saw it as religion, but as reverence. Every sunrise, every song, every act of kindness is sacred.
You've written about love and heartbreak. What did those experiences teach you?
Love is the greatest teacher. It lifts you, breaks you, and rebuilds you. My relationships taught me vulnerability, forgiveness, and the importance of being present.
You were also a pilot. What did flying mean to you?
Flying was freedom. It was poetry in motion. Up there I felt closer to divine, to myself. It was a way to escape and connect at the same time.
If you could change one thing about the world today, what would it be?
I'd ask people to listen more to each other, to the earth, to their own hearts. We rush, we consume. We forget. Listening brings empathy, and empathy heals.
What legacy do you hope you've left behind?
I hope people remember me as someone who sang with sincerity, who loved deeply, and who tried to make the world a little kinder, a little greener.
John, if you had to choose between living in the Rocky Mountains or on a jet plane forever, which one would you pick and why?
Well, I'd probably choose the Rocky Mountains, because if I lived on a jet plane forever, I'd never get to land. Sing about how beautiful the mountains are. Plus, turbulence doesn't make for very good guitar playing.
Final question. What message would you give to future generations?
Find your voice. Use it with love. Protect what's beautiful. And never stop believing that one person can make a difference, because you can.
John, thank you for joining us across time and memory. Your voice still carries through the mountains, the meadows, and the hearts of those who believe in beauty, truth, and kindness. Your music was more than melody. It was a mission. And today, your spirit reminded us that the earth is sacred, love is powerful, and one voice can truly make a difference.
Well, golly, I've never been thanked by a podcast from the afterlife before. I guess I've finally gone platinum in 2 dimensions. But seriously, it's a real treat to be remembered, not just for the music, but for the message. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a mountain sunrise to catch and a bald eagle waiting to harmonize. Keep singing, keep loving, and don't forget to recycle. I'm watching you from a very eco-friendly cloud.
Johndenver reminded us that beauty is not just seen, it's felt. In the rustle of leaves, the warmth of sunlight, the quiet of a mountain morning, his voice may have left the stage, but his message still echoes. Protect what is sacred, love without condition, and never stop singing your truth. John Denver's life was a blend of melody, activism, and introspection. His legacy lives on through his music and his message of peace, nature, and compassion. Thank you, John, for a wonderful legacy. Until next time, may your roads be winding, your skies be clear, and your soul always find its song. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, keep seeking truth, keep seeking light, and peace be with you. Our podcast continues beyond this moment. Shall we turn the next page together?